Dan Walker, 45, was rushed to hospital last week after he collided with a car while riding his bike. In the aftermath of the accident, Dan shocked his fans with photographs of his bloodied face and, although nothing was broken, revealed that his whole body aches and he is forced to eat through a straw. The Channel 5 presenter also recalled that medics told him his helmet probably saved my life. Describing the horrendous ordeal in the Sunday Times, Dan thanked the paramedics, hospital staff and pedestrians who sat on the roundabout and talked until the ambulance arrived. He also says there were nearly 1,500 WhatsApps on his phone when he eventually looked at it following the incident, including a very long email from BBC Breakfast's Sally Nugent. Continuing his thanks, the presenter wrote, "Thanks to God for keeping me here, to my mum and dad for coming over, and to my wife for her wisdom, kindness and understanding. She remains the best. I also need to thank all my friends who have reminded me to slow down a little and not rush back." Sally Nugent sent me a very long email to this effect. You can always tell it's important when Sally sends an email. Dan and Sally began hosting the BBC morning show in 2021 following the departure of Louise Minchin. Dan left the broadcaster in 2022 and joined 5 News on Channel 5. On BBC Breakfast the day after the accident, Sally and her co-host John Kay sent their well wishes to Dan live on air. Sally said, Dan Walker, our Dan, was injured after his collision with a car while he was cycling yesterday. Now, he's okay. He tweeted photos with the message he's glad to be alive. Later on, he confirmed he'd obviously been checked out and had amazing help from the ambulance service and the NHS and he is now home resting. He's okay. John added, "It sounds like he was out cold for 20 minutes or so, wasn't he? Get well soon, Dan." Dan's Channel 5 colleagues also paid tribute to him. Tessa Chapman, who had stepped in for Dan while he was recovering, finished the program saying, "Before we go, you may have been wondering where Dan is today. Perhaps you have heard the news that he has had a bit of an accident. He is okay and has back home now. The picture I am about to show you is a bit graphic. He was knocked off his bike by a car, but he was placed in the good hands of his paramedics before going home," she concluded, and of course, in regular Dan spirit, he is trying to keep a smile on his face. This is the best he could do. "But anyway, I am all the team wish him a quick recovery and we send him our best well wishes. Get well, soon, Dan."